Yeah, I'm gonna go first.
All right, then
He is Joe.
Joe's been around forever.
Oh, poor guy. But he's with Colorado. So he's state guy. We're county.
I hereby call this meeting to order. We're gonna do things out of order tonight. I've requested the SWAT Sheriff's Office come in tonight because I've received multiple complaints about loose dogs and people wanting to shoot dogs. Shelby walked in going, wow. And so I'm hoping that the officers can shed some light on this. The KV Homeowners Association has nothing except it says somewhere you must maintain your animals to your property. That's it. Swatch County does not have leash laws, does not have dog catchers, animal control, nothing. And so I asked the sheriff's office to come in and speak. Wayne Clark, I think everybody knows, Officer Dumb, and I'm sorry, I forgot already. Joe Garcia from
Colorado Humane Society.
All right, so take it all, take over, guys.
Folks, as much as you know, my name's Wayne Clark. If anybody needs a card, let me give it out to you. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the issues that we're having with dogs. If you have a dog, you need to maintain that dog. You need to make sure that it stays in its fence. Make sure it's not out fighting, biting, or anything else. If your dog does get out and it goes after someone else's animals, dogs, or anything else, then that's on you. Now, Joe here is going to talk on the the fence in, fence out laws and whether or not you can legally put a dog down and what the circumstances are on that. He's an investigator with the Colorado Humane Society. He's the one that comes out whenever there's a problem. You need to give him a call. He knows everything that possibly is known about any type of the animals out there. Him and I have been working together for 5 years now. And he's been on for 8. So I'm going to turn it over to Joe right now. Like I said, if anyone needs any of my cards, they're right there.
Hello, everybody. So I work, my main office is up in Denver. It's a private nonprofit organization. We offer our assistance to the sheriff's office on investigating animal cruelty and neglect cases on pets. So if it's a companion animal and it's being neglected of proper feed, water, shelter, vet care, or if it's a horse, which is a pet, and it's being neglected of proper feed treatment. So I'll come out, I investigate with the sheriff's office on that. We do not do dog catching or animal control stuff like that. We aren't opposed to dogs being put down if that's what has to happen, but we do ask that the dog is put down humanely, so in the sense that it does not suffer. So if you're going to shoot a dog, make sure it doesn't suffer. It's one shot, one kill, if that's what it has to be. We're not opposed to that. Our agency euthanizes for the quality of life of the dog. We don't want to make the dog suffering. And if it's not going to be a good companion animal to put out to the public for kids or other pets, then you euthanize to our agency as well. But if you guys got to do something here in your hometown, your little subdivision here, do it safely and make sure it's done correctly. That way I don't have to come out and to the sheriff's office and issue anybody else citations on cruelty and neglect or making a dog suffer with gunshot wounds. As Wayne said, there is no leash law in the county of Saguache, but there's also no laws stating that dogs can't be tethered. So if you guys have dogs, you guys want to have them chained up, I know it's probably not the best for the dog, but if that's what you guys got to do to tether a dog, keep him home, have shelter for him, water and food at all times, have a good insulated house for the breed of the dog. So,
Colorado fence out state?
It is on livestock.
So it's not, doesn't really cross over for us on this. People really have that much of a problem with the property.
Right, so, I haven't heard of anything on pets being fenced out, you know, cats are gonna be jumping over fences, going through fences, dogs going over fences. You know, it's a privacy fence, will eventually grow under,
Yeah.
get underneath it, but on livestock, it's a fence out state. So if you don't want livestock in your property, it's the property owner's responsibility to fence out livestock. If it is a livestock issue, here in the KVA, sheep, goats, cattle, if there are horses used for production of food and fiber, which gathering cattle, ranch horses, and it's an issue, then that would be the Department of Agriculture that could come down and assist on that nature. But for our agency policy, we're not allowed to deal with livestock. So we deal with pets.
I was just curious if that crossed over or something.
So, no, I used to be a brand inspector before I got this job, and had to deal a lot with that.
So in other words, you're saying you need to get over the brand inspector for the goats and stuff like that?
Brand inspectors don't really deal with goats. They can, but they really don't. But for horse, so if you have a stray horse in your property, contact brand inspectors. They can come out and identify the horse, even if it's a stray, no brand. The brand, if you have the horse contained, brand inspector can come pick up the horse, take it to their holding facility. Then they have to publish it for a certain amount of days and see if anyone comes forward. If not, then the animal will be sold at the public auction barn, and the money will be held there until somebody comes forward or it's held there indefinitely.
Well, the reason why I'm asking is because over in Filing 3, we've had 2 incidents with goats. And goats, you know, they're kind of like a dog or a cat. If they decide they want to go somewhere, they're going to go.
Right.
And I just thought, well, maybe that falls under, you know, the brand inspector. I know everything else has gone back underneath law enforcement, under animal control.
So on the goats like that, I would definitely recommend calling the Department of Ag and see what they would recommend. The state vet's office, see what they would recommend on those goats running loose or getting in your property, and go from there.
Folks, here's the thing, try to work out with your neighbors. I know there's a lot of issues out here with people, their dogs running loose, their dogs attacking stuff, things like that. You have the right to defend yourself. But one of the things that try to work it out with your neighbor, if you start popping rounds at a dog, those shots go all over, you're going to be held liable for negligent use of a firearm, careless, and everything else that you can get with. So best thing, talk to your neighbors. And another thing is document everything. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. So how are you? Haven't seen you in forever.
Another
Document
day in
everything.
paradise.
Okay? Write down, because what happens is you go to court, you go, this dog's always in my yard. Well, how often is it in your yard? All the time. Well, how often is that? But if you go, on this date at this time, and this date and this time, and this date and this time, and then I tried to talk to the owner, and the owner refused to talk to me or said, don't worry about it, or something else, document everything that you can, because that's going to protect you. Okay? So, anybody have any questions? Anybody? All right, fantastic. You guys know how to get in touch with us? Go
I have one question.
Go ahead.
Now, for animals, as in dogs attacking livestock, you can still legally put one in the dirt, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You mean a warning shot?
No.
I was meaning the animal.
Yeah, we're on the same page. Yes, you can put it in the animal.
And you just said that you can have one clear shot and you can put it down.
You
Very
may,
easy and
Right.
done.
But if I come out and it took you 5 or 6 shots to put that down, and bullets are whizzing over by your neighbor's house, guess who's going to get a brand new pair of bracelets for Christmas? Okay? The more they stretch,
Valentine's Day.
the longer you want them, the more they stretch out. So don't want to hear about personal stuff. So, folks, everybody, yes, sir. Your name is?
Sheldon Sharp. I'm just on the order on CC.
Okay.
My wife and I had an incident of a man shooting an AR-15 towards our house outside the sheriff's department.
How long ago was that?
That was about 6 months ago.
I don't know. Best thing to do, ask for deputies going out. That way there's something going on in that. We just hired 4 new deputies. What did we say about that?
Oh, yeah.
So we just had 40 deputies, so we effectively doubled how many people we had because frequently we only had 1 or 2 guys. We now have 4 more on, so right now we're running 7. For the size of Squatch County, we should have 14, but we're building up. Okay?
I have a question.
So what you do is call and ask what deputies going out. Okay? Yeah.
All right, with your new deputies, and by the way, it's nice to meet one of them. When are you guys gonna start patrolling the county roads out like during the KB and Marine Track? Especially in Port Avenue.
I've been gone for a bit. I just got back a couple days ago, and I've already been out here 5 or 6 times.
Okay, because
So-
there's big cars off the ditch and everything.
So what we're doing on that, folks, is 2 of them are on the road now. 2 more are what's called FTO, which is field training, and then we'll have them out shortly. So we are doing more. We're trying to hit every area. And we're not showing any preference to anything. It just depends on where we are and the calls we have. Like I said, I've been out here the last week and a half, probably 5 times, and showed everything. I was out here yesterday. Of course, I was out here for Liberty. So. But yeah, you'll see us a lot more. Also, we've got some new trucks that are marked. A lot of our vehicles, unfortunately, aren't marked, so it's hard to tell. But we've got pickup trucks. If you take a look at mine, it's super pretty. It's white and blue. But it's clearly marked. So you'll be seeing us a lot more. Okay?
So if you guys need to get a hold of me as well, the dispatch at the sheriff's office, they know how to get a hold of me. If you guys call and say there's a cruelty or neglect issue going on, or possibly abandoned dogs, abandoned horses, you know, so somebody just opened up, we can look into that as well. But, so Watch County Sheriff's Office, the dispatch has my number, they can get a hold of me. I do cover the whole southwest corner of Colorado, so from the valley here to the 4 corners, up to Montrose, over to Gunnison, so I might not be in the immediate area at the time of the call, but I will do my best to get here as soon as I can. If I'm not around, I normally call up to one of the deputies, and I'm like, I'm not there right now, go check this out, validate the call, I'll be there.
Folks, write this number down. Number to our dispatch is 655-2525. It's on my card. If you guys get something that comes up, give us a call. Right? Like I said, we now have the manpower that we can cover stuff a lot better. We'll be glad to come out. You'll see us a bunch more. So if you have any questions or if you need anything, I'm Wayne Clark, Deputy Clark if I'm arresting you, Wayne otherwise. So this back here, want to give a quick. Look at I just put him on the spot. He's been with us in September. So
So is he gonna be able to talk to Wayne?
I don't know, because you know I love to talk. You know I love to talk, so I'll take all the time. So, but like I said, he's super anxious. He's relatively new. He likes coming out here. He's been out here a whole bunch also. Actually, we had reported gunshots out here a couple nights ago. And he was the one that came out here. He blacked out, sat out here freezing for an hour and a half, waiting to hear anything else. So we were out here a couple nights ago. That's why I asked when yours happened. But like I said, ask for what deputy's coming out. And if they say they can't tell you, just say, give me a number. Okay? If anyone's concerned, my number's 5. 5.
Wow, you're way up there.
Well, I used to be 8, so it's not that much. So and I've got as far as I can go because everyone else is brass. Any questions? Anything else we can do to help side folks?
Shelby, are you okay? Did you get all your questions answered?
Yes.
Okay. Because Shelby that's come in the door today and said, I had problems. May you had problems with some dogs attacking you and your puppies or something?
Just the neighbor's dogs are always running loose. Always, every day.
Document and get pictures if you can.
I mean, my yard's fenced now, so they don't come in.
Yeah, if you can get pictures too, that's a great help because then they go, it's not my dog, and you go, damn, it's just like that dog right there.
When I posted on the website, I was posting for someone else. They were doing the shoot. And the one person that has one dog, I just think it's arrogant that you go get a tracking collar to see where your plenty length dog is going all over, and instead of a invisible fence.
When this way that happens, give us a call. Like I said, try to get pictures. Let us know.
Well, it doesn't have its tracking collar. My good Lord.
All right, folks, if there's nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and take off. We're the only ones on from the county. We're gonna go visit, like I said, cards are up there. Do you have any cards? Bring them in. Alright, so my cards are there. If you need to get in touch with either one of us, just let us know. And his number is 7. I'm 5, he's 7. Joe, you got anything else, bud?
If anyone else has any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer right now. Yes, sir.
I've got one for,
Wait.
I've got one for you. What about all the break-ins and stuff like that? You guys, I mean, I've called in 2 or 3 times, and the last time I went, they had a deputy come out, and what it was, he told me they couldn't do nothing because they had to get all of the owners.
Well, see, that's an issue we have. Someone who's responsible has to report the crime. Okay? So if you just notice that something's gone or whatever, then maybe the owners came and took it, or maybe they did something like that. Another issue that we're having, folks, I just got a trailer that got stolen over on Don. Never been registered, didn't have any paperwork, didn't have a license plate, he didn't know the VIN, and the bill of sale was inside the trailer that was stolen. So what I got is, hey, I have a black, maybe it's 32-foot trailer that got stolen. So the easiest thing, folks, take your phone, go and get your VIN numbers, get your license plates, do that with your guns also, and then send it to your email. So that way when something gets stolen or lost or whatever, it makes it super simple. But we're out here a whole bunch, we're working on that because there's been several things stolen. Like I said, I just got back last week and I was amazed at how much stuff.
The problem I'm having is if I see a suspicious vehicle over there, by the time I call you guys and you get out there, it's all gone.
Right, and Chester is really good about that. You can make the model and get as much as you can, the description and whatnot. And then that way, you know, as we're coming in, we're able to say. We've got deputies looking pretty much in most of the parts of the county now. So we're able to do much better response. You know, before we'd have one down in this area and one in Crestone. Doesn't really help. Now we have a bunch everywhere. So we're actually being able to hit stuff faster. If you guys see something suspicious, call us. I don't mind coming out. You know? And you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna see a greater presence. A bunch of our cars, unfortunately, are not marked. But we're getting 2 new trucks. Well, they're new to us. But we're getting 2 new trucks that are all marked up. Like I said, I've got a bright white one. You can see me forever. So.
Not right now, all you gotta do is hide on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's pretty. Go take a look, Chester. It's white. So, white and blue. So if anyone doesn't have any more questions, like I said, I'll let you hear myself talk. We'll be headed on out. And if you do have questions, hit us up, okay? I'm Monday through Thursday. I come on. I work 10 to 10. So if you got any questions that you don't want to ask here, feel free to give me a call or hit us up. All right? Anybody? Thank you for letting us come in. Oh, okay. No room right there.
What is that, you had to sign in?
Yeah. Yes. You should have brought, that's your. I'll give it back. He knows where to find me, I'm surprised he cut it. I say it's amazing how nice it does look. And it's really tough, it's really close to having a five-minute corn base. So it's got a whole lot more protein in it for the goats without having it. Without alfalfa getting a little bit. Right, so it won't do that. About how much you get. Nice is kind of a big day. Said, I think they're getting this situation. If you don't feel like it, and they're tight now. I mean, it's not like I was skipping in any way, shape, or form. No, he's a nice guy, he's solid. So, reinforce the weekend, or there's a little chance of getting chickens in. And then just draw it, other day, I'll use the dogs. Oh, yeah, I've got been like this deep in my chicken pen because. Well, I get the compressed bales for scramble and get your okay? And they sell it, but you sold too much this year, so there wasn't enough for me to buy. Compressed bales for $15. And they get them. Yeah, they're full of crap. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I was reading about everybody should still be alive. Yeah. My bean coat for my barrel horse. And she got to the point where she's really ripping all the time. Where I come home one day and she's got a bowl that's sitting on the table, big sports bowl, and there's some jar of peanut butter and a jar of jelly. I said, what are you doing? Because she doesn't like it, so we got peanut butter and jelly. So that's why I was going through so much and didn't know you could use the damn board. So yeah, no wonder we need it straight. Yeah, really. We got to put the sauce. Yeah, sorry.
Hey, man, yes. So, did you?
I noticed the dogs being out like that.
Not out in the open.
I don't really bothers me to read the bad apple.
Jack, who wants his cartridge? Who wants those cartridges?
I
want one.
Sometimes it's a little much of Jack Russell. The other night, Bird wanted to take it up, he was let her out. Got in the house, he brought her out, and went to the pool.
Right.
Now we have a dog and we're getting out on fire.
Okay, we have a sign-in sheet up here to help Tina with the minutes. You guys can please sign in.
If I knew it was gonna be this cold, I wouldn't.
We have copies of the minutes here. We're gonna roll this meeting and try to get out of here. We've only got about 3 things we're doing, but 2 of them are big. So I still want to be out of
Oh, yeah,
here
and they've got a nice set, they've got.
by 7:15.
She put a batting underneath them, so what?
Mike would help by minutes.
So I told him, I said, I'll tell you that after you have. And they got out right after. Well, the trash, Shane Martin in his car. And we just had to walk along through that hot wire fence.
All right, let's go here. KB Homeowners Association monthly meeting, December 17th, 2019. The December 7th meeting was rescheduled to the following week due to several board members and the secretary having prior appointments, meetings, and jury duty. The meeting was called to order at 6:10 p.m. by President Michael Pashkiewicz. Board members present were Michael, Luby Gonzalez, Jack Walker, and Martin Swisher. Also present was Tina Groom, the secretary. Michael read the minutes from the November meeting, and there were no corrections to be made. Jack made a motion to accept the minutes, and Luby second. The financial report and bills to be paid was read by Michael. A motion to pay the bills was made by Luby and second by Jack. Also, the KB Homeowners Association has 3 accounts at First Southwest Bank in Saguache. They need new signature cards. We have a checking account, a savings account, and a money market account. And the account numbers are like that. We need all former board members removed from these accounts, especially but not limited to Devin Veazey, Keith Bulmer, Ernie Bundridge, Jason Box, and Edward Davis. We need the names of our current board members on these accounts only. The names are Michael Pashkevich, Jack Walker, Guadalupe Gonzalez, and Martin Swisher. No other names should be on any of these accounts. Under old business, Ken Dalby, Pete Stagnalupi, and Dale Thompson installed the new tank in the north well house. The next day, Michael ordered a second tank for the well house because the tank is in the other tank or something. Is in serious need of replacing. The tank should be here in the early spring of 2020. Under new business, 2 furnaces were purchased from DeLuca Gas, DeLuca for the office and for the North Well House. Also on the weekend of Thanksgiving, someone broke the lock to the workshop. The door was repaired and new locks were installed. Jason Box has been absent from the meetings for 3 months. As of this meeting, and the rules state that more than 3 unexcused absences and the member is off the board. During the last snowfall, we had Cooley and Sons Excavation come out and plow the snow in Fawning 3. We will be contacting them in the future if we need more of their services for our roads. A motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:20 p.m. was made by Loopy and seconded by Jack. Minutes written by Tina Groom, Secretary. There are a couple little additions and corrections. Other than that, are there any other additions or corrections? Do I have a motion on the minutes? KV Homeowners Association meeting needs to be called special meetings. January 7th, 2020, the meeting was called to order by President Michael Pashkevich at 7 p.m. Board members present were Lupe Gonzalez, Jack Walker, and Martin Swisher. Also present was John Volkman and Tina Groom, Secretary. The purpose of this meeting is to talk and to get to know John Volkman and to see if he would be interested in joining the KV board, and he is interested. Lupe made a motion to nominate John Volkman as the new board member, and Jack seconded the motion. A show of hands was asked for in favor of John joining the board, and all members present raised their hand, making the vote unanimous. I did it. Lupe made a motion to adjourn the meeting, and Jack seconded. Minutes written by Tina Groom, Secretary. Thank you. You heard the reading of the minutes. Are there any corrections or any other corrections or additions? Do I have a motion on the minutes? All right. This is John Volkman, our new board member. He lives in Finding 3, in the old Jamie Stewart house.
Either on Gloria B and Nakashima, right?
Yeah, on the corner of Gloria B and Nakashima. The intersection we're going to fix next summer. Kind of behind you, Shelby, and like 3 houses to the west of the gold roof.
Cattywampus from my parents' house. Right across the pasture.
Okay.
Right behind Jason, or Old Man Box.
Yeah, Steve Box's house, right behind Steve Box's little handmade house. List of bills to be paid. I'm flying because we got a major issue. Southern Colorado Water, $280. San Luis Valley Rural Electric, $1,033. Consolidated Communication for January phone, $49.27. Yes. Yeah. Better than that $300, sucker. Southern Colorado Water, that is Fred Hand, isn't it? Okay, 2 months because their secretary lost our email. We've only been doing this for years. So that's 2 months, $770. Jones Oil, propane, $285.75. Cooley, that's Cooley Construction, Snow removal on the 13 miles of roads in filing 3, $455. Conley Waste, January trash, $25. You'll never find a price cheaper than that. Lupe Gonzalez, January maintenance, $1,200. Tina Groom, January wages, $1,200 for a total of $5,298.02. And there were no credit cards. Oh yeah, because we had to get them switched. Do I have a motion to pay the bills? Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? And a second. Question.
So we're paying Southern Colorado Water twice,
No, they didn't email us the month before's bill.
so we need to scratch out the top on the 280, right?
Is that 3 months? That's, oh, this is the combined invoices are 2 months,
That's 7/7.
and then the one above it is 1 month,
Okay.
because their secretary screwed up. I'm not happy about it right in January. No, I'm not such a problem. Okay, we did that. Oh, I have a present for you. Filing 1 and filing 2.
Oh, yay.
That's what that $20 was.
Michael, I have a quick question. How come we didn't use the grader to plow?
Because it's still not working.
What does it mean?
The blade does not pick up on the, if you're sitting in the seat, the blade does not pick up on the left side, the low end. And so, and that's all we got, and I've got a guy coming, and I'm not ready to get another
Is
guy.
on the lever, there's a pin in there, and sometimes it looks like it's moving, so you gotta really look and see, because on the older graders they'll wear out, and you'll actually, the
Jack's
pin,
gonna run it, he said.
the pin in there will wear, and you'll have to actually pull harder, or take that pin out, put a bigger rope in, and it'll work just fine.
That's what we're hoping, that they will come up and look at it. We just didn't get that far.
Okay, I have a question since you're using Cooley to remove snow. All right, when are they going to come back and cut the snowpack off the road? Because myself and Randy Arredondo had a pleasant discussion, and he came out here and he removed the snow off of Ford and Ford Circle.
Those are his roads.
Yes, but when are we going to take care of our roads because of the ice capades? I know we got idiots running around like the little old lady from Pasadena, but you know something, we need to take care of that because it's still a liability issue.
Someone went down Golden Hill, Tapanero.
That was the county.
I went down them today because I was looking
Well,
around.
because when we talked to Randy, we thanked him for having these operators do those roads.
We don't
And asked him
see
if he accepted it. And he said the operators knew
And
thought
got
he was in the
lost.
right spot.
Got lost. That's what I wondered.
But all the side streets, Barbara J, Betty Lee, all of them need to be hit. They're all got 4 inches of pack on them.
I looked at them the other day and I'm still wondering. I was praying we'd get another storm last weekend and then we could.
Well, they're gonna have to get them pretty good because, you know, that stuff gets packed, get fresh snow on it, it's gonna be like a road stick.
And then when it comes to melt, with no crown on that road, you're going to have a soupy mess because they flat laid it. They didn't leave a crown on the road so the moisture goes to the edge of the bar ditch. Instead, it's going to be like a tabletop. You dump water on this tabletop. Yeah, a certain amount of it's going to go off, but that's what causes your darn ruts, your mud holes. If you have a crown, even a little crown, the water runs to the edge of the road into the bar ditch and goes away. But it needs to be removed so we don't tear up the roads any worse.
Okay. All right. I have a list of the signs that I wanted to do this spring. Swatch County Road and Bridge get us for about $80 a sign, but I'm going to call it $100 because you never know what they're going to do on the signs that we did. Oh, and by the way, I took care of that today with your street.
Oh, the county or the state issue? Isn't that great?
That was awesome.
That was, yeah. And so that is going, that's in the works. They had that street over there in two misnamed in the state level. The county did and the state did. And so we got that, Road and Bridge and I got that taken care of today. And so, but everybody works so fast, it'll be February before anything happens. And then your sign, the rest of those signs should be up this spring. I want to get these signs ordered. And then when they finish those signs, he said after frost goes out and before they start paving, we'll start doing some more signs.
Why do they have to wait till spring just to hang the sign? I mean,
No, they gotta put the post.
my post
Oh,
is-
yours? I don't know.
It's 2 sets first. I mean.
I don't know. But they're gonna wait until they come out to do the other ones. I don't know.
Well,
I
I
didn't-
asked the county lady, I said, would it be easier just to legally change the name of that road? And she goes,
No.
yes, but we've already ordered your signs.
Yeah, I already have my signs and I just printed maps. These are the original plats that Ben Forrest did when he subdivided this. And it has Barb Berger on it. And so someone just typoed it.
They said, and they said, I believe the same thing happened with Woodard and
Woodward.
and Woodward.
Well, and I live on Martinez Street with 2 ends.
Yeah.
Oh, so do you. Yeah. Yeah, look at your map that I bought you today. Yeah. And I showed the girl that I work with in my office whose last name is Martinez, and I said, this is the way you spell your name. So, okay. Got 26 signs, $100 a piece, that I want to do this spring. The county, that's the sign, the cross thingy, the steel post, and they call it a sprocket.
It's a breakaway.
That they put in the ground. That's $2,600 I want to do. That does not include the signs that we already have out here. This is signs for streets that do not have a sign on them and never has.
Motion?
Motion? Do it? What do you think? I mean, we're spending money we don't even have yet.
That's another thing I'd like to bring up.
Okay, wait. Oh, Luby made the motion and Jack second. I'll order the signs and then these signs will be put up and then they'll finish those other signs. John made the motion. Luby don't want to spend money tonight. Yes.
Okay, there's been a lot of recent controversy on concerned citizens and KV Estates Group about the billing last week or the week before when they came out. We know it's not Tina Groom's fault. We know it's her predecessor. That we were wondering when they're exactly due because you don't usually bill until after you, in a business, you usually have a 30-day billing cycle, either before you want something paid or you start setting out your bills. You send them out last minute and say, they're due. So would you please explain that because it's going on both websites so that way you can answer a bunch of questions all at once.
The billing is the same. No, the billing is not the same. The state of the office, when Tina took over, she spent 6 weeks getting the billing out. And the billing went out when she got it done. The billing is still the same. It is due January 1. Interest is charged June 30th. And that is something that's here that I want to discuss. And I'm hoping to change something in that also, which I'll go ahead and just go right into that. What did you call those people? My predecessors changed the rules of the KV in the billing. And every time you walked in with a $3 bill, they charged you $5 to enter it into the system. I am not stealing people's money. She's paid to do the job. She's there this many hours a day, and she does the job. Did you pay her this money? Please, good job. We are not charging people $5 to enter their payment. And I want a motion tonight to remove all of that stuff that was put in illegally. I want the billing is mailed out. I'm sorry, we didn't get the billing mailed out by January 1 because she took a lot of it home. She went above and beyond to get this out.
I also have another
hang
question
on,
on
please.
billing.
And so the billing is still due January 1. Interest will be charged June 30th. Come in, make a payment of any amount on your assessments or your tap fees, whatever. Just pay your bills. We need money to come in order to operate, but we are not going to charge people to make a payment and that kind of stuff. And so I want that removed, and I didn't even look for it. Okay.
I also have a follow-up question. I think
Okay,
Mr.
so the credit card company, processing company will charge a small fee, and we won't be getting that, they get that. So you're first, and then,
Okay, my follow-up question is, okay, when it goes to transfer, like I sold a piece of property to my younger brother last year, and Tina's predecessor charged $100 to do her work by changing a few numbers in the computer and in a name. Will that also be gotten rid of?
no, that's the title transfer thing.
That's a county thing.
The county took care
I
of
did, I
that.
paid it for the county and I paid it here.
So that's
I don't know. I don't know.
double
I haven't
dipping.
looked
That's
into
not
that one
fair.
yet. I haven't looked into that one yet. I don't know, what was the purpose of that? You guys
Because she
know
was
what the
lazy and
purpose
greedy?
of that? I don't like it.
I understand the thing, but who would want to do it?
I know the title companies, when they call, they say, and what's your title transfer fee? And so is that something that everybody's doing now?
It wouldn't have been a big deal if she actually went to the courthouse and transferred the damn title, but she
But
didn't.
you guys aren't a municipality. You don't have legal authority to transfer a title. That's a county
Uh-huh.
thing.
Yeah,
That was part of that stuff that
I
was
don't like
wrong.
it. So I have a motion from Jack and a second from Loopy as of today. That is removed as well. Thank you for bringing that up. I looked at that the other day and thought, why is that? I'm sorry, who's first?
Tabitha,
I like the way she
I know.
I'm first.
Wait, my question is, would it be easier from the standpoint of the office? December sucks. We all have huge bills in December. To move the billing date to January 1, due by January 31st. So we're still getting it out right off the gate in the beginning of the year, but these people aren't sitting there going, I have a $300 bill and I have Christmas.
See, if Chateau does it due the 1st of April.
First of April is when theirs does it. I think it would just be easier for her as well.
Well, she
Realize
started
ours
it in
too.
October.
Yeah. Now we'll be screwed up for next year though.
No, because I keep throwing stuff at her. Let us think about that. And the one that you lived in before, Chelsea.
Chateau.
Chelsea.
Mm-hmm, Chateau.
Well, I always want to call her Celeste. I'm so sorry.
You can call me whatever you want.
Chelsea. So yours was in April.
It's due April
All right,
1st, and then after April 1st, it's 10% per month if you don't pay.
I called Jacob on this, and he said, I said, okay, the billing goes out January 1. Their interest is charged June 30th. When can we shut them off? And he said 60 days.
You know,
And I said, no, when can we shut off the people that haven't paid the 2019? And he said, you should have done that already. So,
Maybe you should send out notices.
and it accumulates, like you pay
So Shelby.
1%.
I haven't received the bill yet.
After the meeting, so I can make sure I have the stuff.
thank you for saying that. All right. So we got rid of that $100 thing that I hated. Take that place sign down. we abolish that stupid $5 fee thing?
And
So that's that,
paper transfer.
the $100 thing. Okay, the only thing I have left is, it's January. I want to create a committee that I'm not on for holidays. I want someone else to arrange, plan holiday event, holiday party. That's why Granny's here. She is not happy with me at all. She put rubber cement in my gas tank while I'm in here already. She's really mad. That's why I want Granny here. And I want Heather, Chelsea, Tabitha. I wanted 5. May, are you interested?
Possibly.
5. I want 5. And the 5 of y'all pick it together, get together on your own time, and hang on, and pick a leader, pick a secretary. I want you to go through a calendar and pick which holidays you find the most interesting. I'm not excited about New Year's because of alcohol, but if you could have a, because of the liability. And my big thing is, I think 4th of July. Man, that's the one I want. I want hot dogs and brats, and why can't we spend $100 and buy fireworks and shoot them off of the island?
I'll go get them.
Why can't we do that?
I'll set them off the pond, down there over the pond.
So, what do y'all
Yeah, you're
think?
not on the committee.
Are you interested?
I possibly am, yeah.
Are you interested? Are you interested? Are you interested? Granny, look at this, she got dynamite behind her.
That was such a small move.
Heather, are you interested?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to put you on the spot, I was trying to talk to people in advance, look at that one. There's my committee. It is gonna be the, whatever they wanna call it, committee, the holiday committee. It says in the rules, this board has the right to create committees at any time for whatever they want. This is what I want. And we'll put a dollar amount, and I wanna look at it before you guys, so you don't go spend $8,000 for Thanksgiving. I want a pre-approved dollar amount
Per holiday or?
Okay,
per, yeah, per holiday. So Valentine's Day, cupcakes, candies, we'll get the American Dental Association to sponsor this. It's all chocolates and calories. And, $100. Okay, 4th of July, $300. Huh?
$1,000?
Not my beer.
No alcohol.
It blows some shit up.
That is a great fireworks show. You wanted hot dogs and brats and hamburgers. You gotta buy a new grill.
Thanksgiving, I waited last year for Halloween, and I was ready, and nobody stepped up for Halloween at all, and I was really upset, because this bloody building costs us $600 a month to keep, and nobody's in it. And so I want something going on, but I don't wanna have to deal with it, I got enough to deal with.
So if we change the name of this holiday committee?
Yeah, that's the first thing you can do, go ahead, Chester, I'm sorry to bother you, I wanted to finish this.
Okay, since we're on the subject of committees, I'll swing your,
Does this have to do with this committee?
okay, when, in the covenants and bylaws, U.S. board has the power to make committees. And you're speaking about committees. How come in our covenants and bylaws it states we are to have an architectural committee? That hasn't been formed yet. And that way they can act like the darn planning commission to the county commissioners. They review everything and they bring it to the county commissioners to either say yay or nay. They got final say. But how come we are not setting up these boards so that way it can lessen the burden on the main board? Like a architectural committee, a road and bridge committee, a water committee. That way these areas of endeavor, you can say, well, water committee, please tell us what's going on. Then they report, or the road and bridge committee can report, or the architectural committee reports. I mean, it's all great, good, and fun, and slapstick to have a freaking holiday committee, but there's certain parts of governing an HOA that need to be accomplished first. You need to have these other main committees put in that operate, take care of day-to-day business.
I stuck in the architectural committee, it works really well in Chateau.
Because basically they have to approve everything, and they approve it, and then you guys just sign off after that. You have to do.
I know, we had one years ago.
Everybody's house has to be red, Mike said, with white trim.
The red door, it improves your life.
They call that the red light district.
Huh?
They call that the red light district.
It didn't, but the Tabitha, I did it and it didn't work.
Are we
So-
gonna get a new stove here?
A new cook stove,
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Alright.
Yeah, oh yeah, I want one bad.
Well, then we can make cupcakes,
So it's part of the holiday.
pie.
Okay. So- Are you five gonna do this? And call it whatever you wanna call it, as long as it's not terrible words? Okay, so get together on your own and put together a calendar with some amounts, and then we'll get it approved and we'll do it. I really wanna see at least 4th of July, Halloween and Thanksgiving. And Tabitha stepped, and Easter egg hunt. Tabitha stepped up last fall and did that Thanksgiving party, and it was like 40-ish people here, and she did it all on her own, and it needed it. That's when I went, it needs a committee to do this.
The chili cook-off.
You need more stuff like that, like even doing a barbecue contest. A lot of people around here like using smokers and stuff. Why not do a contest out there to have smoked meat?
You're talking to the wrong people.
Talking to you need to talk to the holiday committee.
Well, you're still the board until you swear them in.
They're
You
sworn, Tabitha's been swearing now for 20 minutes, no. Sorry. No, the town of Howard does a chili cook-off.
But what is
Smokers, I don't care, yeah, we gotta get some, that's one way to get some community events. If you're interested in that, you can help with that, but I do not want you on that because of your association here. So if Nutina wants to be involved in it, that's up to her. But I don't want you, because I don't want somebody to say, oh, look. So that's why you're not one of the 5.
The five.
The 5, okay, they don't like the holiday committee, so that's the 5.
Coming on now.
The fat five.
All right, anything else? Oh, and you're gonna put anything on the bank paper. Okay, yeah, the bank paper, we X'd out the,
My last name is A.
Is it
A.
A-N?
Man.
man, Volkswagen man. Is there anything else? Do I have a motion to go home?
Yes.
The next meeting will be the second Tuesday at 6 p.m.
He doesn't want to hear. He's
Oh,
a
God,
control
you don't.
freak. Neighbors.
Okay, so.
He calls me out.